This is the $1 million question. What are my users typing into Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini? And this is exactly the answer and the question we will answer today. Basically, for a lot of years, marketers, SEOs used to have a data called search volume. Search volume was basically the number of time a keyword was typed on Google, but search volume is dead. And we need to replace search volume with another data. And this is exactly the secret I will share with you in this video. In this video, I will share with you the exact setup I use. The first thing to do is to find the right prompts with your brain. And I will give you a couple of questions you should ask yourself for every client or for your brand to find the right question. The second thing is to speed up things with tools that I created and that are free. With a free GPT, we will also deep dive into the Google Search Console to find how to do this and how to find real data. Let's start the video. If you don't know me, I'm Luca. I'm the founder of Query, Query.co. We help brands and agencies to succeed in LLM with a generative engine optimization tool. I have been doing SEO for more than 10 years. For some of time of my career, I was working for Skyscanner, and today I help brands succeed in LLMs. In this channel, I share with you all the tips that we use, all the tips that we share with our clients. Let's start the video. Questions you should ask yourself first. After that, I will show you ways to automate, ways to find this data automatically without even thinking, with a tool that is free that you can use at whatever moment you want. But first, please use your brain and ask yourself the following question. So the first question is, who is asking? So in this case, let's get an example for running shoes. So let's say our customer, we are selling running shoes and our customer searches for running shoes. You have different types of running shoes. So basically, is the customer running a marathon? So in this case, it will search for what are the best shoes, running shoes for a marathon, for example. Or is it just a 40-year-old person, you know? So what he will search is what is the best running shoes for a 40-year-old that runs 409-year-old that runs once a week, you know? So really deep dive and understand who is your customer and what could he be searching online. Here, I stop at 2 questions because for the benefit of this video, but you could go way further. Second step is to think about the funnel stage. You have 3 funnel stage. The first one is top of the funnel. For example, top of the funnel, it's someone that is very broad from a decision. So for top of the funnel, they could search for what are the brands that exists for running shoes. You know, in this case, you're just looking for brands, you're looking for options, but you're not ready to buy. If you are bottom funnel, you could say different thing. One of the first thing is, I want to buy this Nike shoe. Is it good? This is something people ask to ChatGPT. They have a tool in mind, they have a shoe in mind, and they go to ChatGPT, they go to Claude, and they ask directly, can I buy this? What are the reviews? What are the opinion about this? But bottom of the funnel could also be something like this one, you know, what's the best running shoes for a marathon? Or I run a marathon next month, whatever. You could go further on this. So really understand, and here try to write tofu, bofu, but really get into the brain, because if you understand the different funnel step and the different step that are present on your customer journey, you will get the right prompt. You don't have to think about search volume or whatever. You will get the right prompt for sure. Branded or non-branded? This is the question 3. And this is very important because most of the time, when people think about prompts, and this is what we have seen on Query, on my tool, they just think about prompts where people are in the decision phase and they look at all the running shoes for a marathon, for example. But actually, what we see from customers and what we know today is that customers, they have a product in mind and they ask ChatGPT, can I buy this? What are the reviews? So for example, you could add a prompt, what are the reviews about the Nike shocks, whatever, don't know the name of the product. Can I buy it? Buy it and be safe to run twice a week for a long time, you know? So this is something they search. Does the answer call for a list of brands? This is also, again, very similar to this one, but I really want you to deep dive and to understand if it's a question like this one or it's a question like this one. And the options you have and the way you will work on it afterwards is different. For example, for a prompt like this, what are the review about the Nike shocks? If you are selling Nike on your website, there are a fair chance that ChatGPT will get the information on your website, but also on Nike. It's also possible that they get the information on Trustpilot potentially. So this is what you should work on. For this, what are the best running shoes for a marathon? There is a fair chance that ChatGPT or Claude, whatever, goes to a media and reads an article about this. So it's a backlink strategy that is very different. Offsite strategy today, they need to be way more complete than they used to be before. Before it was just getting backlinks to your website. Today it's getting mentions. And getting mentions means getting to Trustpilot, going to Reddit, going to your website, having good Amazon ranking, whatever. This is really important. Question 6. How does a human actually phrase it? You know, what are the best running shoes for a marathon? It could be something a human could write, but a human could also write, I ran a marathon in 6 months. I need to choose the right shoes. Please help me, you know? And this is the way we write prompts, you know? I can show you the different prompts I write, but this is the way we write prompts. And then here, what's the next question? It's potentially, once ChatGPT answers this, what can I ask, you know? What can I ask? For example, something people ask for running shoes is where can I buy it for the cheapest price? And then it's just ChatGPT that will search online for this, you know? So this is also important. This is the next question. And here, you know, you have with 10 to 15 ideas, you have the set of prompts. And something also easy that you can use is Google search that turns into a prompt. So for this, we will use Mangools. It's an SEO tool, very practical. And in this case, we'll just write running shoes and find keywords. And here you can get the keywords and you can understand which kind of Google search can turn into a prompt. Example of a search, best running shoes for women. This is something that can be transformed into a prompt. Either people just write it like that, or potentially people will write, I am 30 years old, what's the best running shoes? I'm a woman, something like that. And this way, just take an hour, and at the end of the hour, I can promise you that you will have a set of 50 to 100 prompts that is more than enough for this. But as promised, now I'm going to show you a way for you to automate all this just with a GPT directly. So all this process is the process we use on Query to identify prompts, but here I also created a GPT so that you don't have to subscribe to Query. Obviously, if you want to subscribe to Query, I'll be very happy. But what you can do is just search for prompt discovery. And here you will get a GPT. It is free to use. And after that, once you get this GPT, you just have to search up. There we go. From discovery, it's just here. You just have to start the chat. And here you can tell him, create a set of prompts for Nike running shoes. You can add a product, you can add a website, whatever. And here you will propose directly all the prompts that you need. And here are the answers that ChatGPT will get. Basically, you get the top of funnel with awareness and interest, non-branded prompt, what type of running shoes do I need as a beginner, also about carbon plated running shoes, really interesting. This is something I didn't think. I'm not a runner, so obviously this is questions that I don't get, but if you do it for your own brand, you will get this question. Branded prompts, what type of running shoes? Are Nike running shoes good for beginner runners? It's a good example. middle funnel, and here bottom funnel. Where can I buy reliable running shoes online? What are the best running shoes for under 150 euros or dollar, whatever? Which daily running shoes offer the best value for money? So this is really a lot of prompts. In this case, you get 90 prompts with this GPT. Really use it because it's very easy to use, but try to use it after using your brain. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching it. Try Query. You can get a free trial with 120 credits for free. Talk soon. Bye bye.